you ever heard a speech that sent shivers down your spine? A speech so powerful it literally changed the course of history? Well, today we're talking about the man behind one of the most iconic speeches ever delivered, Martin Luther King Jr. But who was he really? Before the monuments, before the national holiday, he was Michael King Jr., born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. His father was a pastor, and from a young age he was surrounded by faith and a strong sense of justice. He grew up in the deeply segregated South, a world of whites-only signs, a world where the color of your skin dictated your worth. He experienced the sting of racism firsthand, like when he was a child and his white playmates' parents suddenly forbade them from playing together. These early experiences lit a fire in him, a fire to fight the injustice he saw everywhere. He was brilliant, skipping grades and entering college at just 15. He eventually earned a PhD in theology from Boston University, but his true calling wasn't in the quiet halls of academia. It was on the front lines of the struggle for equality. In the 1950s and 60s, Dr. King emerged as the most visible leader of the civil rights movement. But here's what made him so revolutionary. His weapon of choice wasn't violence, it was peace. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolent resistance, King organized boycotts, sit-ins, and marches. Think about the Montgomery bus boycott. For 381 days, black citizens refused to ride the city buses, peacefully protesting segregation. It was an incredible act of unity and determination, and it worked. The Supreme Court ruled that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. King showed the world that you didn't have to meet hate with hate. You could meet it with love, with dignity, and with an unshakable belief in justice. He faced immense danger. His house was bombed. He was arrested nearly 30 times, and he was under constant threat from those who despised his message of equality. Yet he never wavered. He chose words over weapons, courage over fear. And then came August 28, 1963. On the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in front of 250,000 people, Dr. King delivered his legendary "I Have a Dream" speech. It wasn't just a speech, it was a symphony of hope. It was a vision of a future where his children would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Those words echoed across the nation and around the world. They became the anthem of the movement and helped galvanize support for landmark legislation like the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The speech didn't just capture a moment, it created a movement's momentum, pushing the needle of history forward. Tragically, his life was cut short in 1968, but his dream never died. Dr. King taught us that one person's voice, armed with conviction and peace, can challenge an empire and inspire a nation. His legacy isn't just a statue or a holiday. It's a living, breathing challenge to each of us to stand up against injustice, to speak out for what is right, and to build that better world he dreamed of. What part of Dr. King's story inspires you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more stories about people who change the world, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Thanks for watching.